Hey guys, let's see what we got here. What are our dates? I have lost it. Anyway, let me flip into the other screen. It'll help me pull it up. But we're gonna do a poker analysis. And I bombed out of a $25 tournament earlier, like first, second hand. Um, I barely won a $15 triple up, and given that I'm down to like 830, I'm down about $200. I consider a win because I'm back at like 866 or something, which at the moment feels good. I've taken such a bad beating that taking a small loss and then having one tournament that went my way, I'm just like cool, and it wasn't glorious. It was just like the other guy got beat and I made it to the top three. Anyway, let's go ahead and check it out. And it is the 3rd through the 7th of June. And let's see how we did. Sometimes with Ace Jack, I will beat 7-8. Not always. Like when you bet with Jack 10 and the guy jams with Queen 10. Uh oh. Yep. Hit a heart. No, I do not. Man, that sucks. Like I can watch Lex and Spraggy play, but they're playing with much better players where it's like smaller bets and they want to keep going. Bovada is very like push fold oriented at times, and if you're not keeping up with the guys, it can go bad real fast. It's like AK, depending the blinds. I've been having conversations about this in the previous hand analysis videos. Well, I don't think you got the flush, sir. Um, it's like this. I mean, okay, you've got an air ball with a bunch of draws. I could hit a king, I could hit an ace, I could hit another club. Out of position to number one. Still, bunch of draws. Do we bet again? What do you do? Check. Let some guy jam his whole stack in to see if you're going to play for it. I think that's a better bet size just because people will call. It makes it look like you're making a bet, but you're not sure and you want to leave a little leftover chips in case you lose. The guy might just be weak enough to call if he had something like Jack 10. I'm still edging up on more lag play, and I notice it's just so much more fun. You're playing so many hands, you're playing out of position, you're calling with, moderate holdings pre-flop. Tag play is just boring. It's just I have ace 10. Okay. Did I beat him at the flop? But you don't have to make a lot of post flop decisions with tag play. So what do you think? He's got Queen Jack. And if you had queen jack, how would you respond? Because you're afraid to have king queen or ace queen? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Oh, by the way, I moved the computer into like basically the opposite side of the room. You can see back in the corner over there. Here we go. And we did it. AK actually held up. I'd say call. It's always the weak ace, but ah, give me a 9. Uh, there's about 8 minutes left. I mean, it looks like you're trying to buy. Oh, you want to push other hands out to a point? I don't know. It's kind of like AK. It's complex. How do you want to play it? All right, now you have a king. You have top pair. However, your kicker is complete and utter garbage, and they just drew to their straight. What do you think? So you got a queen? Ugh. All right, 45. Let me make sure I keep track in case I have enough winnings that I would need to keep track. But at the moment, $45 sounds like a genius. The small blind shove with AK, I'm starting to rethink. I'm not saying never do it. It's kind of like, would you jam with a pair of 9s? But I think it depends on a huge number of variables on what's going on at the table. I had a guy call for his entire stack with 3-4 offsuit the other day, and I lost. To give you an idea of how frustrating it could be some days. Rough. Ooh, not good. Danger, danger. Ace, queen, or higher. Yep. Not just wasn't my game. That would be raise. Now, does number 9 have aces? Maybe ace, queen, ace, king. Six minutes left. Today's date is technically the 8th. Oof. Ho. All right, up to 90. That's pretty good. Hold on. Wait a second. I was looking at my phone. What did I miss? Pause this. Ace queen. Good lord. Stop. Well, we're still at $90. Went on to the 6th. So even though today's July 8th, this is from last month. Four minutes left. What do you think, guys? Ooh. Now, does he have 10-7? I do not think he did. Does he have three of a kind? It's one of those things where, in retrospect, like in hindsight, it's clear, but at the time, you're like, what? Oh. There's not a lot of times I want to play ace-6 suited, but this is one of them. Give me a 3. No. Two minutes left. Didn't see that coming. Man, when you hit three of a kind with tens, it's real hard to see. I think it's one of the sneakier hands as a flop. Like you just see a single 10. Are you worried? Old. 27 seconds left. Is this it? All right. 111. It's not too bad. It was something. So I'm going to continue working on it. I got to deal with my when to defend the blinds. I got to work on AK. And generally speaking, I'm trying to figure out, like, do I want to reduce the instances when I'm making it a coin flip? So if you got 75%, 3/4 of the time you think you're going to win, do you want to jam? Or do you want to wait it out? And I know that's a broad set of parameters, but it really depends on what's going on. Once you've gotten to a final table and the blinds are really big, it's a little different. The parameters change because there's pressure on. But we'll keep playing and we'll see how we do. Thank you guys for tuning in. You got any questions? Write down below.